Sunday message for November 4th, 2024. We have a week of contemplation here in front of us. A lot of things to think about, and the first is that this is the beginning of National Native American Heritage Month. So it's a good time to, in my mind, put ourselves in perspective of where we are on the land here in York. You know, this area was settled by Native American cultures actually thousands of years ago. They were roaming through here and using this area for their hunting grounds and for gathering for food and gathering as peoples together. And then later on in history, by the 15 and 1600s, we actually have names for some of the different tribes that lived here, like the Ganastiga or Susquehannocks, as they're known around here. Also, Shawnee and Lenape were over in this area, and you know, we talk a little bit about it's interesting because as time shifted, some of the names shifted, and so we have Conoy over on Lancaster County and Seneca in the area. So this is a place that was inhabited by many others. The reason we have Market Street is because that was the Monocacy Trail that goes the whole way down through Spring Grove and into Hanover, and then down into Maryland, the whole way down to North Carolina. So this is an area with deep roots in Native cultures, even though 300 years has wiped quite a lot of that away. It is a time to look around us and respect the cultures that were here before us. So happy National Native American Heritage Month. Tomorrow is the election day. Finally, we are here on election day, and I encourage everybody to make sure that their voice is heard. Please go out there. This is one of the most historic elections in our history, and it is important that we all speak up right now with our vote and kind of voice what you stand for. Tomorrow is the day to do that. So please, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., the polls will be open all around the city. On Wednesday morning, early in the morning after the election evening, Downtown Inc. and YCEA will be having a forum from 7:30 to 9 at the Appel Center, which is for everybody, Downtown for All, addressing the complexity of homelessness and 2024 fall update. So we will be getting together, and we've been having multiple conversations, and we will be having more conversations on how all of our community can work together. I think we've been trying in the past, but sometimes a good crisis brings action that you weren't getting when people did not see that as a crisis. So one of the things I've been telling people is that things are going really well here in York, and you can tell because homelessness right now is our top issue. So the economy is going well here in York. The violence is at record lows. The fact that homelessness is what we are talking about right now is a great thing for York. And now we just, you know, as we did with the violence and as we're working on the economy, so too should we get together and collaborate and figure out how we can reduce the amount of folks that are experiencing homelessness, try and improve the services. And I want to give a shout out for Asbury Church for hosting an amazing resource fair recently that I went to, that was directed at people that are experiencing homelessness or at risk of homelessness. And they just had everything there, from helping with your health needs to education to housing, free clothing, great lunch. It was just a really great time, a great thing to see. And I was able to also direct some folks there that did not know about it, and I heard great feedback from them. So I'm very happy with us working together. And on Wednesday morning, you can hear more about the collaborations at the fall update, the Downtown Inc. fall update. On Thursday, the Bureau of Health, the City Bureau of Health, will have a sexual wellness clinic, and that's free testing for STDs, treatment, diagnoses, and also condoms, prophylactics. These things will be available at 435 West Philadelphia Street from 10:30 to 2:30 on Thursday. So again, at the Bureau of Health Clinic, 435 West Philadelphia Street from 10:30 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. I said earlier that it is a day for, or a week for reflection and contemplation, and this is also the week of Veterans Day, and we celebrate all of the sacrifices that men and women have made for us to be able to be here today. It was funny, last night I was just kind of daydreaming, contemplating about how good we actually have it right now. The fact that we are almost living without a survival, some of us, many of us, as a country. We are living in a place where survival isn't really our issue. We're able to argue and compete on our different ideas while not suffering as so many of our ancestors have suffered over the generation and the millennia. I was watching something on, that included stuff on the plague back in the 1300s and 1400s, and imagine losing a third of your population to a disease just wiping through, or the types of wars that we've seen. Here's the Civil War being the main one, but also getting back to the Native Americans, the genocide that was perpetrated on them here in this country. We have it really good right now, and we should celebrate that. And I think Veterans Day is a day to both thank your veterans and be reverent, but also celebrate not just the freedom, but the position that we are all in, or most of us are in right now. It's an early Thanksgiving. I think November should be considered the month of two Thanksgivings. So one Thanksgiving for our veterans on Veterans Day, and then Thanksgiving, obviously, to our family, our spiritual guidance. So it's a great month of contemplation. So I hope you'll take that opportunity. And again, back to the Native American Heritage Month, we have a film and conversation at Martin Library on Saturday morning at 10:30. And that is Native Women and Allies Speak. So if you don't know, and I did live on two different reservations in my younger years, there is still a great deal of both ethnic discrimination as well as economic discrimination among the native tribes, among the reservations. And so it is a great, this looks like a great opportunity to hear more about, again, Native Women and Allies Speak on Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. at Martin Library. And as always, there are more activities at Martin Library, and we thank them almost every week. Thank you, Martin Library and New York County Libraries, for everything you do, providing resources and activities here at Martin Library, 159 East Market Street. Kindness Week begins. We are so psyched about Kindness Week. I don't know, I haven't heard how my little message went. Scott, have you heard anything on how the message went over in Italy?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was told it was well received.
Oh, okay. So I sent there's actually a national kindness conference now, and we sent a little message over there. And this week, last year we were the first one to endorse Kindness Week, and we are going to repeat what we were doing last year. So be careful if you're out there doing acts of kindness, because the police are watching for you. You may get an act of kindness citation from one of our police officers letting you know that we do notice the good things here in the city of York. As a siren goes behind me, that's not all we see. We see 99% kindness and some other things that hopefully with our kindness we can change. That's, in my opinion, what we've been doing so far with our group violence intervention initiative. It's about using kindness to try and help people and redirect people away from violence. And it certainly appears, knock on wood, to be working well with our community. As always, I want to thank the community resources for their participation in helping us to reduce crime. That is all kindness. Helping a kid know that they are something more, that they have a value. That's kindness. Helping somebody that's down on their luck, just saying hi to a homeless person that people sometimes just turn their eyes away from. That's kindness. So I am happy to be celebrating this coming week, and I hope you celebrate with me. Finally, again, I want to thank veterans and encourage people to have a reverent, thoughtful Veterans Day. Now, we here at the City of York are open. It's not a holiday for us. We're here working for you. So if you need anything, come on in. But most of all, please thank a veteran and thank veterans' families, because certainly nobody with a family, I say this to our police officers, I say this to our firefighters and our veterans too, when people choose to put themselves in danger to help others, they don't go alone. Their families are there with them too. And probably sometimes it's even more stressful to not have any control and know that your loved one is out there putting themselves in harm's way. So it's proper for us to not only thank our veterans, but thank our families of our veterans. So it's a good week for us to think about where we came from, who has sacrificed for us, and do our part to reach out and make them know that they are thought of. So let's kick off some kindness this week, even though it doesn't start until next week. Let's kick off some kindness now, and we'll see you doing kind things around the city of York. Have a great week.